Welcome, dear friends. Myself, Vivek Suresh Jede, Head and Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, Arts and Science College, Pulgaon, District Varda. Today's topic is high energy compounds. You all know ATP is considered as energy currency of the cell, and it is also known as high energy compound. Let's see what are high energy compounds. The compounds which liberate energy at least 7 calories per mole at pH 7 are known as high energy compounds. All the high energy compound when hydrolyzes liberate more energy than that of ATP. So they are known as high energy compound. The best example is ATP, then phosphoenol pyruvate, then 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate and phosphocreatinine. High energy and low energy phosphate. If you see the structure or in table, there is the summary of the standard free energy change of hydrolysis of some biologically important compounds. Here you can observe that the ATP has delta G0, that is free energy change, is 7.3, which shows minus sign. This indicates exergonic process. When ATP is hydrolyzed into ADP and inorganic phosphate, it liberates minus 7.3 calories per mole. So, the compounds which liberate energy more than this is known as high energy compound. It will include phosphoenol pyruvate, cyclic AMP, acetyl phosphate, etc. What are low energy compounds? The compounds which has less energy liberation than that of the ATP hydrolysis are known as low energy compound. It includes ADP, which has minus 6.6 calories per mole free energy change. It also includes glucose 6 phosphate and glycerol 3 phosphate. Why called as high energy phosphate compounds? Most of the high energy compound contain phosphate group, that is in their structure, and that's why they are known as high energy compound phosphate or high energy phosphate compounds. For exception for this is, that is acetyl CoA, which has sulfur in their structure. High energy compound either have phosphate group in their structure or sulfur group in their structure. Classification of high energy compounds. On the basis of their structure, they can be classified into 5 groups. That is, first one is pyrophosphate, best example is ATP. Second one is acetyl phosphate, best example is 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate. Third one is enoyl phosphate, best example is phosphoenol pyruvate. Fourth one is thioesters, best example is acetyl CoA. Fifth one is phosphagens, the best example is phosphocreatine. High energy compounds and their high energy bonds. All the high energy compounds have either phosphate or sulfur in their structure. In the table, you will find that except thioesters, all the other compounds have phosphate in their structures, and that's why they are considered as high energy phosphate bond or phosphate compounds. High energy bonds. High energy compound processes acid anhydride bonds, and so they are called as high energy bonds. Lippmann suggested the symbol like this to represent high energy bonds. If you see ATP, ATP is written as AMP plus two anhydride bonds in their structure. ADP is written as AMP plus one phosphate anhydride bond in their structure. ATP, the most important high energy compound. You all know that ATP is high energy compound because of presence of two phosphoanhydride bonds in their triphosphate unit. ATP also serve as energy currency of the cell. If you see ATP hydrolysis, ATP when hydrolyzed, it will give ADP plus inorganic phosphate and 7.3 calories per mole of energy. If you see the structure of ATP, you will find that there are three phosphate present in the structure, so it is called as triphosphate. But out of that, only two phosphate is having the anhydride bond. So the hydrolysis of ATP gives 7.3 calories per mole. References for this topic is Biochemistry by Leininger, CBS Publishers, Biochemistry by Stryer, Fundamentals of Biochemistry by J.L. Jain, and Biochemistry by U. Satyanarayana. I take all the notes from Biochemistry U. Satyanarayana. With this, thank you all for patiently listening the lecture. Thank you.